Oh wow, I'm speechless, guys. So if you see my show yesterday, I said I was down bad, and in one day, guys, just in one day, the whole thing could change. So basically, what happened yesterday was that Ethereum went to 2 days ago, 1,686, boom, dumped all the way to 1,510, and then boom, today we're back at 1,638. Okay, so basically what I wanted to share, guys, I'm really speechless, and that is the market is very volatile and that it respects trend lines, as you can see, especially here. This was one of the previous resistance, right? So, Ethereum at the past tried to break it a few times, didn't really break, and then dumped, right? So, it's actually, look at this, right? Market rally here, and then now we're slowing down. So there is something I do want to share with you today that's going to happen in 23 minutes. And as I said yesterday, guys, you know what it is. If you know what it is, it's this one. 8:45 a.m., which is the ECB Press Conference. This is gonna happen in 3 minutes. Okay, so this is definitely gonna affect the markets. So now you have like a index coming out in 3 minutes called the main refinancing rate. Actually, this is a very good resource, guys. It's called cryptocraft.com/calendar. And that it really shows you like, oh, what is this about, right? The interest rate on the main refinancing operation that provides the bulk of liquidity to the banking system for Europe. Okay? So guys, yesterday I said there's a chance that ECB is gonna raise interest rate today, raised by 75% basis point. At the same time, SEC Gary Gensler speaks, Chair Powell speaks, okay, today. So a lot of SEC people are gonna speak, and also the Feds is gonna speak. So gotta be careful, guys. Okay. So today, if you look at the headlines, new British Prime Minister Liz Truss announced a cap on energy bill to combat cost of living crisis. So this is great. I mean, you are controlling the energy prices in the UK, but this does not mean this is gonna be controlling the energy prices in in Europe, right? Because what will happen today is that the ECB is gonna talk about the predictions about the market. They are gonna talk about the raising the interest rate hike. Okay, so if today there is two ways to play this, right? If everyone expects that they're gonna raise interest rate by 75 basis points, and if they do that, same market expectation, market might kind of trade sideways a bit. If it's higher than 75 basis point, then it will be a bloodbath, right? Because if you look at this, right, look at the market, right? Usually, like, I don't know, like I have a gut feeling that the reason why the market rebounded so quickly, of course, you have positive news, Nasdaq went up. I think the Apple stock was kind of okay as well. But usually what happens is that market crashed so quickly and then it pumps so quickly. Sometimes it is doing this to kind of make you feel FOMO. Because if you do not invest, if you do not buy Ethereum right now, if you're not trading here, then you basically lose out all of this gain, right? But yeah, so how can you time the market, right? But one thing we could kind of see is that it's kind of in an upward triangle, okay? And sooner or later, it's gonna have to break out, which is around here, I think. Around here, I would say. So, and then this is around the ETH merge. So yeah, do you guys think that when the ETH merge happens, this will pump all the way up here, right? It really depends on whether the merge is successful or not. But guys, in just 20 minutes of time, we'll have another revelation. What I would say is that I think after the ECB finishes the forecast and then people start to realize that the energy crisis is not being controlled, and also for this one, right? The UK is setting the cap, but they didn't say where the money is coming from, right? People are asking, how will your bill be funded, right? Yes, it's good the energy price is gonna be controlled. You're gonna get subsidy, and also the US is saying they're gonna do some subsidy, but where the money is coming from, right? And once people realize that, oh, this winter is still quite doomed, we might see another rally down, right? So I wouldn't be so optimistic yet. I do think that before the merge, we have the weekend that has not happened yet. So Saturday and Sunday, usually Saturday and Sunday are one of the most volatile moments. So I wouldn't, rule out that there's a chance that it might retouch a bit. And then maybe the weekend we pump and everyone is going FOMO. And then you have to eat merge, and then it becomes a nothing burger, and possibly we could dump, right? Because in general, for me, my long-term approach or short approach for the next few months is that I think winter is gonna hit, right? Winter is gonna bite. Winter is gonna show people that, hey, energy is important, right? So definitely, guys, be careful. I personally won't be holding a lot of risky asset before winter. think about this. If you don't have electricity to heat up your house, why would you use electricity to mine crypto, right? You gotta be realistic. So crypto market cap, guys, 980 billion, still at not 1 trillion. So it's interesting to see that the money didn't really flow back in. Maybe it is only certain tokens that rallied, right? Last 24 hours, the only token that rallied the hardest is actually Ethereum, which is 8%. So definitely Ethereum merge is holding up strong. So if you are trading, Ethereum is definitely one token to go to. Of course, you have Terra Luna and also other tokens. But if you want to be safe, I think ETH may be near because of the conference. Look at this, 10% near, right? So yeah, really shaky market, guys. Oh, one more thing. If you are range trading, look at this. Look at this beautiful range. This beautiful range, right? But then after the merge, we'll have to see if you will still have this range or it will be a downward trend, right? So market cap in terms of stablecoin did increase. It basically means people took profit. People took profit on this pump up. So if you are in the red and now you're in the green, are you gonna take profit, right? Are you gonna take profit before the merge and range trade, right? So crypto market kind of mixed because we did see the rally. Some altcoin ones faster, but in general, nothing really much happened in the market. We are just a slight tick up, still at not 1 trillion, right? And one of the really interesting thing is Bitcoin dominance is still going lower. Look at this. Look at Ethereum. The dominance is just skyrocketing. And yesterday I was saying that, hey, I think stablecoin is contributing to a certain extent to the low Bitcoin dominance. And it seems like stablecoins is taking a slow uptick, right? Very slow uptick. But Ethereum is just, guys, it's just running, right? So there's a reason why Bitcoin increment isn't as high and that Ethereum is way higher, right? Is there a chance that we can flip? It's only like an 18% difference, right? 18% of the market cap. So look at the news. Sony Music filed trademark application for NFT authentic music. Another big brand coming here. Aave developer look set to receive 16.3 million via retroactive funding. Ether price could decouple from other crypto post merge, something like what we said, right? And also Bitcoin is a wild card set to outperform Bloomberg analyst. Avalanche flash loan export sees 371k in USDC stolen. So this was actually yesterday. Avalanche, DeFi has money stolen. And then if you look at crypto Decrypt, Ethereum hit fresh 2022 high against Bitcoin as merge event approaches. And oh, this is actually 2022 high. I thought the high was not this one, right? 2022. No, I think 2022 high is actually here, right? So yeah, I don't get the article. Celsius has been insolvent since 2019, Vermont regulator. So this is actually saying that, hey, the Vermont state official said that actually Celsius has been insolvent, but they didn't tell the truth, right? NFT game consultancy pool, people could be NFT. I don't think he's a consultant, guys. He's just some wolfed out guy. I mentioned about this. I think this is very mean. You shouldn't call people NPCs, non-playable characters. So basically, he was just saying that people who are in developing countries are, could make money in, play in these play to earn gains by acting as NPCs, by walking around, by answering questions and stuff like that, which is very mean because NPC basically mean bots, right? So this is actually a very mean statement, and I don't condone this at all. So yeah, we look at the crypto market. One thing I do want to talk about. This is important, guys. Voyager to liquidate asset at auction. Okay. So Voyager is the Canadian exchange, right? So Voyager last said it was active discussion with 22 parties but did not name them. FTX, Alameda, Binance, Coinbase have reportedly shown interest in the lender's asset. So what happened is that right now they have to liquidate asset. Liquidating asset basically means selling, right? Which could cause some impact to the market. But then we'll have to see how much that is selling, right? So last month it got court clearance to return 270 million to customers. Another 1.3 billion in digital assets on the company's platform will be distributed among creditors during bankruptcy proceedings. So basically, in the next week or so, they will have a auction like in 5 days. Okay, September 13th. So maybe some funds will buy these assets, or maybe they have to sell, right? But there is 1.3 billion in digital asset that has to be distributed, right? So if you look at this, actually this is just like a 0.1% of the total market. So if they have to liquidate 1 billion in one go, I don't think it's gonna cost much with regards to the total crypto market. Just to let you know, we have been dumping a lot, So 1 point something billion is not a lot if we're just talking about this single case. But I just want to let you know that there might be fraud. That people are still liquidating the asset, and especially this is actually the interesting time is that this will happen at the ETH merge. Interesting times. So NFT news are so rare. And NBA. Oh, seems like he refreshed it. So there's no NFT news from LFG news. Interesting. Oh, I thought there was some NFT news, but yeah, I think let's go to NFT evening then. Okay. So I hope you guys are doing well. I mean, today's episode is just I'm speechless like how the market could rebound in just a day, but it means that it is very volatile, and in just 11 minutes, guys. ECB Press Conference, Press Conference. 23 minutes, so this is so important. This thing just got released. Let's see the percentage. Oh, same as expectation. So wouldn't cost much to the market, okay? So that's why if we look at the market, if we look at it in a shorter time frame, 5 minutes sideways. Nothing much is really 5 minutes time frame dumped. Interesting. So yeah, these metrics does have an impact to the market, right? 47-ish to all the way now, and now we're back pumping. So yeah, look guys, this is gonna have an impact to the market, but you do see the initial reaction is negative, right? So let us dig into this, right? So let us understand why this is negative. Why is this main refinancial rate the same, as forecast is negative? So before the rate is 0.5, which means that the rate is now higher. So could it mean that, the interest rate on the main refinancial operation that provides bulk liquidity to the banking system? So the interest rate to borrow money is now higher, so people are less likely to borrow money, and that means there's less liquidity in the market, and that's why the price is dumping, even though it hits expectation. Possibly, right? So NFT news, guys. Flower Girl artist Barbara Ala is back with 2 new NFTs. Okay, so if you like her art, she's back with new art. David Bowie just want to talk about it yesterday. Islamists that use NFTs to spread pro-IS propaganda. So NFT, guys, is a medium, right? Anyone can use it. It's decentralized. So yeah, there's nothing much to really say about it. So hopefully LFG news is gonna work, but it seems like I don't think they have any update yet, or maybe there's a typo. But that's it, guys. That's it for today. Definitely check out the ECB announcement and see how the central banks are dealing with the energy crisis. For me, I think that the only thing you have to look in terms of the market, like when to invest or whatever, not financial advice, is that when market calms down. The only time when the market bottoms or when it really calms down is that the war is over and there is a alternative to this energy crisis. Because energy is definitely eaten into people's paycheck, and energy is definitely one of the biggest factors affecting inflation. Yesterday, I said that the U.S. Strategic Petroleum Reserve is at low level since 1948. So basically means U.S. is actually using up their petroleum reserve as well. So energy is definitely a key resources. It's kind of like playing Civilization, like those games that energy, electricity, blah blah, that kind of stuff. But these are definitely affecting the markets. And once these are fully resolved, and once the lockdowns are done, once the logistic price people start to go back to work, factories start working, then we still see an end to this inflation issue, or else it'll always be like really choppy with a lot of volatility and even bottoming up, right? So that's it, guys, and we'll see if Gary Gensler, not Gary Gensler, but Chairman Jerome Powell will say anything negative, right? If he's hawkish as well, then it will affect the market as well. So there's 2 times that you have to see today, 2 important times that you have to look at the markets, right? One, which is the ECB 8:45 a.m., which is in 20 minutes, and the next one is Jerome Powell speaks, which is in around 50 something minutes. Okay, so that's the 2 important time that you have to see and look at the market, guys. It will have an effect. So that's it, guys. This is your host Non-Fungible TC signing out.